Hi, I'm Chris Roberts. I'm the managing partner here at the Roberts Tax Group located in downtown Torrington. What I wanted to talk to you about today was amended returns. Now, sometimes taxpayers are a little skittish about filing an amended return because they think it's somehow going to raise a red flag with the IRS and they're going to get an audit. Now, in my over 20 years of practice, I've never seen that be the case. So don't worry, if you need to amend your return, let's amend your return. Now, there are a couple of reasons why a return would need to be amended. First, and this is the most common, is the taxpayers realize that they have omitted some sort of important information on the tax return. Perhaps they forgot to include interest, or in one case, it was tuition for the education credits. So there's a number of reasons why a taxpayer might need to amend their return. Another reason is that the taxpayers received a notice from the IRS. Now, often when you get a notice from the IRS and the IRS is telling you you've omitted something from your return, you can almost always figure that all out through the notice and not actually have to file an amended return, but sometimes you do want to file an amended return. Now, filing an amended return is complicated because there's a lot of paperwork. We're talking the IRS, so of course there's a lot of paperwork, right? What you do is you have to submit your originally prepared return, and you have to identify what the changes are and explain why those changes happened. For example, if you forgot interest or dividends, you can say, I forgot to include my interest and dividends on my originally filed return. Some sort of explanation that lets the IRS know why you're making the change. Now, what you have to remember too is that when you make a change to your federal return, it will often impact your state return. So if it does, then you need to amend your state return. Now in Connecticut tax return starts with the federal adjusted gross income. So if you're a Connecticut resident and you've amended your return and it changes your adjusted gross income, then you're going to need to file your Connecticut amended return as well. And what will happen is, if you don't file your state return, it'll only be a matter of time before the state reaches out to you, because the IRS does let the state know that your return has been changed. So you're better off amending the return right away and getting that in instead of waiting for the state to come after you. Now, when you file a federal amended return, right now, the IRS will only accept individual amended returns by paper. You have to actually mail it in. And it can take them up to 16 weeks to process the amended return and give you your additional refund if that's the case. Or when you're filing the amended return, if you owe money, you should send in that money with the amended return. If you have questions on amended returns, how to file them, what do they mean, and what red flags are going to be raised by doing that, you can look us up on the web. You can find us at www.rtg.tax, or you can even find us on Facebook. Thanks and have a great day.